Story 1. Am I the a-hole for refusing to give my sister back her dog after she abandoned him for 6 months? So my sister, 28F, has always been dramatic. Last year she got a golden retriever puppy because her ex said dogs make people more grounded. LMAO. Spoiler, they literally broke up 2 weeks later. Fast forward to 6 months ago. She calls me out sobbing because she's too emotionally fragile to take care of him and needs a short mental health break. She says it'll be maybe 2 weeks, and asks if I can watch him. I, 18F, work 2 jobs and live in a small apartment, but I love animals, so I said yes. 2 weeks turned into a month, then 2. She stopped checking in. She stopped sending money for food. She literally blocked me on Instagram, but was still posting her going out, vacations, and a new man every other week. Meanwhile, her pup is attached to me, like Velcro. He sleeps curled up next to me, follows me everywhere, and even gets excited when I come home from work. My cats adore him. He fits into our lives perfectly. Then today, I get unblocked like nothing happened. Hey, can you bring my dog back this weekend? I'm finally in a good place mentally, I'm sure you are, LOL. I told her I'm happy she's doing better, but she hasn't cared for this dog in half a year. I've spent hundreds on vet visits, training, food, and toys. He sees me as his person now. I said if she wants a dog again, she should maybe adopt one she's ready for, but ripping him away from a stable home after abandoning him is cruel. She flipped out El Mao, sent paragraphs about how I stole her emotional support animal, how she's going to call the police, and how I'm ruining her healing journey. My mom is taking her side, saying family should help family, but my grandma said she's proud of me for giving the dog the stability my sister never did. My sister is now telling everyone I kidnapped her dog and emotionally abused her by punishing her recovery. I told her if she wants him back, she can pay me back the $3,000 I've spent on him, and sign a contract saying she'll take full responsibility from now on. She told me to go to burn in hell, so, am I the a-hole for refusing to give her back the dog she abandoned? Story 2. Am I the a-hole for being furious at my mile for sharing my private medical information without my consent? Again, 27F. Am married to my husband, 25 made a sign span of 2 years. His family has always been a very tough spot for us because they are just very different. His mom in particular has always caused problems and is emotionally manipulative as well. I won't get into too much because there is literally a huge list of things she's done. One thing in particular that kinda annoyed me is that she has his location, which isn't bad in itself. However, anytime we would leave our city, she would text, call, and ask what we were doing, where we were going, which I just felt like was kinda a breach of our privacy. For the story, a few months ago, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. It was very personal, and I didn't tell a lot of people at all. Anyways, we were at the hospital and I was getting surgery to remove it, and I guess she texted him and said, "Why are you at the hospital?" He replied, "My name is having surgery." She then replied, "Is it a baby?" He replied, "No, she has cancer in her uterus. I think she's getting it removed." She then texted my friend and said, "Hey, what kind of cancer does my name have?" To which my friend said, "Cervix." She never spoke to me or asked me or texted me after or anything. I only know because my friend told me, "Hey, BTW, she asked me." Then about 2 weeks later I get a letter in the mail from my husband's grandmother, his mom's mom. Also keep in mind I have never spoken to his grandmother or even met her. She didn't come to our wedding. With a pamphlet about vaginal health and taking probiotics for BV. Which I immediately get upset and ask my husband if his mom had told her mom about my surgery. He texted her and she said, "Yes, I told her," and he said, "Why would you do that? My name is really upset." And then she replied, "Well, why didn't you tell me I wasn't supposed to tell anyone? I'm so upset I never want to speak to her again." Am I being dramatic, or am I the a-hole for being upset when she probably meant well? Story 3. Am I the a-hole for being upset that my friend is going on our trip with no money? I have a few online friends that I've been friends with for over 10 years that I play games with. We have linked up a couple of times in the past, and it has been good memories. One of the friends in this group, we'll call him John. John has not been financially well off since I've known him since he was 15. He is now 25. I love the guy to death, but no job and no school. Just has sat at home playing video games for his whole life, and never had a job. And I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but it's just the harsh truth. My online friend group has had trips in the past, and each trip we are always having to cover for John, because we don't want him to feel left out. Anyways, we all four, are supposed to meet up in NYC this weekend as it has been 2 years since we've all seen each other in person. I understand everyone's financial situation is different, but 3 of us have jobs and money to spend in NYC for the weekend. I'm grateful that I'm a software engineer and make good money, but even then, my budget for NYC for the weekend was just going to be $100–200 a day. We've had this trip planned for months, and this entire time I figured John would have the funds to have some spending money for the weekend. It's now 2 days before the trip and we are being told he has $9 in his bank account and only $50 left on his credit card to spend. We have made a point to him that we have gotten tired of covering for him, and that it is going to be difficult to have an enjoyable time in NYC when he has no money to spend. John has now gotten very upset at us, but we are at the point where we feel that it is unfair to us to be expected to cover for him. Let me preface by saying he doesn't expect us to cover for him, but also, how are we supposed to even do anything? Stuff in NYC costs money, whether it be clubs, food, or stores. And we wanted to go to a nice dinner. This has been planned for months. And obviously as friends we don't want him to feel left out, but at the same time we don't want to continue covering for him. And we would just feel bad if we go to a nice restaurant and he just sits there. But yeah, that's the situation right now. I will say, I am very frustrated, but I'm not sure if I'm sounding like an asshole to him and to myself. Story 4. Am I the a-hole for feeling like I paid for my own birthday event? A couple months ago, we, group of 5 girls, went on a 30th birthday trip for my best friend Anna. I didn't know the other 3 ladies very well, but we had a fantastic time. Only major hiccup was that the hotel we'd all pitched in on was awful. I'm talking mold, dangerous neighborhood, weird stains on bed. Anna was crying, everyone was upset. I offered to book a nicer hotel so we didn't have to call the trip off. I okayed the price by everyone, and even used a bunch of travel points to knock down the price. Basically everyone was going to owe me around $150. It's been 2 months, and everyone had refused to pay me back or talk about it. Noting that I have a nice corporate job and they're more broke and just can't right now, I decided it wasn't worth pitching a fit over $600. Fast forward, it was just my 30th birthday. Out of nowhere, they offered to take me out to a nice dinner. I'm recently divorced, so honestly the offer felt fun and really lovely of an offer, and I said I'd love to. We went somewhere fancy, which shocked me given what they'd implied about finances, but they picked the spot. We had a great time. They ordered a lot of wine and fancy appetizers. I had my dinner and 1 glass of wine for reference. At the end I offered that I can pitch in on the check because I'm sure it's high. They giddily said that they've got it because they decided a while ago to surprise me by basically using the money they owed me to take me out instead. I didn't really know what to say, and probably said the wrong thing. I basically said, "Oh, so I paid for everyone for my birthday dinner?" They got frustrated saying no, it was their money. But yes, technically, it was the money they owed me, and what an ungrateful thing to bring up. We're now not talking. Am I being silly for being upset that they used money they owed me like this?